Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Nhildivarian Adventures. Today, we start off away from the longhouse, away from the others. Zoom in on one very special boy, Bjorn. We're starting with you. Not in the comfort of a longhouse or even in the cold outdoors. Not in the city streets of Varnloft, but the poolside at a temple. You wake up sitting feet dipped in the water. Your head and ears still ring with pain, but not as much as they had the day before. You're not sure how you got here. The courtyard you're in seems to be filled with people in hoods and robes. And a familiar face sits by poolside. It's calm here. Bjorn, what are you doing?
Um, I'm gonna do a perception check
Okay.
because that's what we in the business. Oh, I forgot to click the funny button to make sure
It's all right. We can
everyone
see
can
that.
see that.
It's a 15.
You can
Um,
funny button.
you would look around and you'd notice that it's all too quiet to be in the city somewhere. All too quiet. There's no buildings around. You can't see over the trees.
What
There is a broken statue at the bottom of the pool. Doesn't
that
look
I
like it's of Nhildivarian make. None of this looks as if it's Nhildivarian made.
Hey Cody,
Mm-hmm.
what is the temperature currently?
It's warm.
Like beyond usually
Rockets.
warm or
Like, it's not your usual outdoors of Varnloft.
Oh,
Probably somewhere more
fuck.
south.
how the hell?
It's closer to the temperature you were at when you traveled southward to stop the pirates, but warmer than that.
Even more south,
Maybe.
perhaps.
The
Okay,
man sitting poolside, you're able to recognize. You know his name, but you can't quite place on where you know him from. That's Harald.
yeah, I have no idea who the fuck that is. Can I history check that?
You can go ahead and make a history check.
Okay. Click.
Not much comes to mind. Maybe a contract? Somebody you've done work for in the far, far past? Somebody you might have had a bounty on? You don't know. You know it has something to do with your past, but that's it. Nobody you've met in recent times.
Well then, so are my feet just still dipped in this water?
They are, yes.
Another question that's pretty important. Do I have my things?
You don't. You
Ah,
have your pants, you have a linen shirt, but all of your weapons and armor have been removed from you.
we love that. Hmm. I wonder what they would do if I just stood up and got out of the pool.
I don't know, what are you
So
doing?
I'm standing up, right? And
Mhm.
getting out of the pool.
Stepping up out, you'd notice that some of the men in hoods, their eyes are fixed on you, but they don't seem to be showing any hostility. Do another perception check for me, Bjorn.
Okay. It's kind of weird being by myself.
Oh shit.
As you'd stand, you'd look to your left, seeing a lone man with a glowing eye standing along the side of the courtyard, staring at you, watching your every move.
I guess I'll just stare back.
Bjorn is not one to be intimidated.
Um, you'd kind of hear the splash of water to your right, your attention being drawn away from him. the man you
If you just-
recognize, calling out, "Hey, Bjorn, come here a sec."
Who? I just gonna stand right there. Who are you exactly?
You don't remember me. I'm Harold. Uh, you did some work for me far back for my organization. It is rough seeing you like this. You are sick. Did you know that you were sick?
Like sick as in head sick, like head injury, or like sick, or
I don't think.
vampire, vamp.
Ah, so you do know you are sick. He'd stand up. Bjorn, do you know what it means to be such a thing?
To be forever cursed? Not really, no.
Forever cursed is right. You will not be welcome into the afterlife with that. You came into a temple in Varnlof not long ago, yes? Looking for healing,
Yes.
clerical help. Well, I can't say that many clerics can help you now with your injuries. Your sickness has grown too far. You must heal on your own. But I know how a man such as yourself must feel about what affects you. You don't wish to have this sickness anymore, do you?
No.
Have you been looking? Searching?
Not recently.
But you have been involving yourself in dangerous work.
Yes.
Bjorn, old friend, walk with me. And he'd
Oh,
he'd step aside of you and stick his arm around your shoulder and kind of start leading you.
okay.
Bjorn, men like me, men like you, we have ambitions, yes?
I guess.
You are a man without purpose now, except to find a cure for whatever it is you have. And we both know what that is. I have taken you away from those temples. Had they found what you are, you may not be alive right now. You may be drifting in the void of souls, drifting between where you want to be, where you want to end up, and here. And he'd take you to this edge line here. There are berries adorned along it, different reds, blues. He'd pick one off. You can see him just kind of like fiddling with his fingers. The sky here is a deep blue, wispy clouds swirling. It's strange. Looks nothing like the skies of Nildavar, cloudy and overcast. I know a way I can help you, Bjorn. That is why I had my men grab you. Would you like us to help you, Bjorn?
Yes. Bjorn says with slight hesitancy.
Well, as I recall, I owed you a long time ago. Money is a pay, but seems you've put that other places. Your pockets are short on coin, yes? They've been for quite some time. We I know a way of curing this affliction you deal with, my friend. But it
do?
will be dangerous. Yes?
I don't care how dangerous it is.
That is clear by how much you put yourself in danger. You know the old conflicts, Nildivar? The old war?
Yes.
I require an artifact from such an old stronghold. One that maybe an old friend of mine could help come across. And with that artifact, I can find the endeavor to help fix your little problem. How does that sound, Bjorn?
What does the artifact look like?
Nothing big. A pearl of pure night sky, set in a circlet. Not a crown, but a circlet. Left to rot in an old ruin not far from your home. Bringing your friends along, I'm sure, would help. I know a lot about your friends, actually, and a lot about you. Seems your half-elf is dealing with some trouble. Be able to help him, too, with this job. What would you say to bringing this up with them and having them come along with you for this? Ensure that it really gets done.
Okay.
No questions. Man of following orders, I see. It's
I
always
do
been
have
that
a
way.
question though.
Then ask it. No need to hold your tongue. You've been doing
How
enough
should
of that
I
already.
how do I give this to you?
Well,
Since we're clearly not where I was.
yes, it's true. We are quite a ways from your home. Simple. I want you, once you find it, to take it and bury it. Near your home, at a marked tree. Well, more of a stump now, really. Bury it just above that grave of your friend. The one you often think about. Not to encroach on her grave, just as a good marker. Maybe to bring meaning to her death. As a stepping stone for your help and end of your life.
Why are you helping me?
Simple, Bjorn. A man like myself has a lot to lose. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. He'd pat you on the shoulder. Now, don't worry if you're in any danger of me. You just, be a good man and my men will send you on your way home. Unless you have any more questions?
Where are my things?
They'll be returned in due time. They'll be returned.
Okay.
In fact, I think you should take this now. And you'd see him, he just reach his hand into the hedge, and he'd pull out your axe and hand it to you. You'll need this for now. The rest of your things will be returned to you soon. and don't trip up. And he'd go ahead and he'd pat you on the shoulder, and he would start walking back towards the pool. As he would do that, you would see one man step in front of the doorway. And you would see him, he has a short sword in his hands. As you'd look, a few men would start coming from the tree line. And Bjorn, do take your time to feed. That's when two men here both pull daggers, and I initiate combat.
Oh,
You may roll initiative.
He's getting mugged.
thankfully, though, Bjorn
Hey,
just...
Cody.
Yeah, buddy?
How long has it been?
You don't know, and I cannot tell you.
No, how... I feel like I should have an internal body counter for that, but you know.
How long has it
Since
been?
I last fed. Since
you last fed? Oh, yeah, internally. It's been I think since last you didn't feed at all during the combat. You didn't feed for a little bit. It's probably been a good 2 weeks without human.
Oh,
He's parched.
okay. Roll initiative, Cody.
Okay.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Oh. Hey, Cody.
Mm-hmm.
I have to DM you a question. It's about Vampira thing. Vampira? Who the fuck is
Vampirism.
Vampira? Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
If I could type, holy shit. Oh, it's my turn right now. Holy shit.
My
Gertie,
computer crashed. Give me 1 second. I'm getting back on.
Oh,
Gertie, do you know what I need, Gertie?
you need
A
a dex
dexterity
save.
saving
Yep, there it
throw.
is. There you go.
Fail!
All right, and 9
Uh,
damage.
2.
15.
I have to roll 2d6 now. Blam. Blam.
Blam, blam. Okay. 2 damage. All right. And 5 damage? Great, what's the damage? Welcome back, Andy.
The 4 and the 5 are damage for 2 people, because another one's within my 10 feet.
Oh, yeah, okay. And I need to actually roll the dex save for that one, too.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My computer just ate shit.
All right, so it's 2 damage to the first, and then... Or no, 4 damage to the first guy, and then the 5 is going to be
Yeah.
transferred down to
Yeah.
3.
Hey, Cody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm fighting, since I'm fighting people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they bleed,
Right.
I get to go into. We're not going to do that yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not. We're going to save that for a wee bit. Great tax, go!
Okay.
Ouch. Oh. And one more for good measure.
As you swing your axe, the hooded man blocks it with his dagger, almost effortlessly. And then you hit him with your axe on the next swing, pushing his hand out of the way and your axe cleaving into his chest. You'd notice that as this happens, his eyes simply fade, and his skin deteriorates into nothing but dust, as it would just collapse in on itself into the robes.
That fucks with everything, but okay. I need a human! Give it to me. Anyways, that's my turn. That's all I can do.
Okay.
But before you do that, before you do anything, you know what? You want to know what I need? Another one upgrading?
What?
A deck save.
Another deck save. We will.
I need a counter for every. Oh my god! You take 2.
2 damage.
2 damage. Oh my god.
Okay. He steps forward and swings at you with his blade.
Okay.
I'm sitting missing.
Yeah,
Smashing.
even
How does
without
he-
my
how do you even
armor.
roll 1 damage.
That's
Even
wild.
even without my armor, I have 18, so we're fine. We're balling.
That's pretty high. Wow.
Because I have a thing. It's unarmored defense.
Okay. The other men would start approaching. Not running, but just simply walking in your direction. Both of them armed with what seem to be axes.
Anyways, they have axes.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
All right. Back to you, Bjorn. Let me guess what you got,
Okay. 2, actually. I took 1 step forward.
I will say this man is just standing there without trying to hurt you.
Oh.
Okay, I need 1 more because he's within my 10.
Okay.
Fail. 2 damage. 6
Oh,
damage.
that poor cat. It's not even involved.
And the 6.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's on him.
Jesus Christ. 15. Plus the 9 damage. It's negative 13
Plus-
on that guy.
Plus 10. Plus 10. Actually, no.
Plus-
That
Obliterates.
that next one's on him. This dude over here. Since I have reach.
You're okay.
The crit was on
Bjorn,
him.
as you slash into this one, you just see the sand just splatter against the side of it, and his robes would fall apart. Downward. As you would go to hit this one, you would swing and your blade would just ricochet off of a field. He just stands there and his eyes meet with yours, and he's just looking at you with a blank expression.
Is the green-eyed person have something to do with this?
I'm assuming it's like the gate, maybe. It's like magically sealed. That
He does
seems
seem to
like
be
a-
standing within the confines of the gate, not exactly out in the court, out in the bushes and area like you are.
Imagine if they block the gate.
It's like a force field.
What is the dude doing back there? What he doing?
Harold is what seems to be standing looking at the water. Bjorn, do a perception check for me.
Okay, I will do Persepe. I misclicked nature. That would have been bad.
Bjorn, you look and peer over the shoulder of the man in front of you and see that the eyes of the statue under the water are glowing white. The water itself seeming to be a view. It's turned into some sort of scrying eye, as you can see. It's a top-down view of you and the other men in that frontal courtyard area.
Can I look up?
You can look up.
Anything?
Looking
anything
up,
in the
there seems to be a white rift formed above you. Not above you, but just like maybe 20 feet up, watching.
I wonder what happens if I just send an arrow through that.
You don't have your bow. You only have your axe, remember?
Just yuck the axe.
Throw one of the guys up there.
Yeah, and just get a crit fail and him just land on me.
All right.
Anyways, axe people,
yeah,
bring it
obviously.
on.
After they get close a certain distance, they actually all charge at you at once.
Dex. I need 4 dexterity saving
I need
throws.
2 strength saving throws from you.
I need 4 dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Fail. Pass. 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 Fail. Fail. 1, 2. Oh, and that guy too. So 5. And the final one for the 50. 2. Oh, I get advantage because I'm in rage.
Okay.
Oh shit. Because I have advantage on strength.
So 22 and 26.
Okay. As they would get close, they'd go from trying to grab you to just wincing back in pain as the lightning would strike them. This time you're able to see visible burns on them.
Humans.
The man standing at the gate, still completely unfazed by everything.
Even though he got hit with lightning?
It's not even touching him.
Oh. So these people don't turn to sand. Uh-oh. You know what that means, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it my turn?
It is now your turn, Bjorn.
Hey, Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Since these people have blood in them,
Mhm.
lightning become red.
Oh, you're going vampiric rage?
Yeah, because I haven't fed in a hot minute, Cody.
Okay.
And I want me that blood.
Buddy.
I'm sorry.
All right. As you would enter vampiric rage, then. Okay, you're in vampiric rage. What else are you doing, or is that just your turn?
No, I can still attack.
And continue.
I'm looking at something.
All right.
I never got a response about this though. I DM'd it to you.
For
Because it says I get a fighting style, right? But I don't see how that would work. Like I
Is
don't see
that-
how any
is that
that
your
is that
is that barbarian
that-
or vampire?
vampire. That is level 2. It says I can
Okay.
choose that, and I kind of want that. So I don't know how that would work.
Let me see here. Gotta freaking pull up the page.
Page. The page.
I do.
Oh, I need 4 more dexterity saving throws too.
Lovely.
Actually, never mind. This doesn't work right now.
Yeah, we'll fix that up another time. I think for the sake of everything, we'll just keep it simple on you for now.
Give me 4 dexterity saving throws. Oh, I'm
Or
also
dexterity saving throws. 54.
I'm also permanently reckless now. So that's
Right.
Hogs
They all have
1.
advantage on you as well.
So that doesn't. I take like 4th of the damage.
I'm just saying.
So that means I always have advantage now. Pog. 1, 2. That is on this man right there.
7 damage and another 8 damage. As you would bring your axe into him, the blood would splatter upwards, and his eyes would go blank as he passes. Your axe kind of lodged in his shoulder.
Okay, let me check something. Is that a bonus action or not? It doesn't really specify.
I would say it worked as a.
Nope, that is the wrong thing. I'm not reading the right one.
I'm just gonna say, for the simplicity of it, it can be a bonus action on kill or full action on somebody being alive. Okay.
Okay. Since that man's dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have one fury point. Okay.
Okay.
Right? Or it's if I do damage to someone, I gain a fury point in vampire grade. So
Yep.
technically, I would have 4. But we're just going to say I have 1, and I would like to do the bite on him.
Okay. On him.
On
So you're able to
him.
do a full action with your fury point. Then, all right.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a grapple check with your strength.
Like actual, and I also have advantage. So bug.
16 versus the 9. Yeah, you grab him and are able to do. Roll me 2d6.
2d6 necrotic damage.
Yep. 5 damage. He is counting as grappled now, Bjorn. You have grabbed him and are biting into him.
Okay.
And you are able to heal 5 of your health. Your head and ears ringing start to immediately go away.
Let's go. That's my turn. Now I need 3 deck saves.
3. Bop, bop, bop.
Oh.
The man you're biting, the lightning doesn't seem to be hurting him as he's such close proximity. The other 2, this man takes 6 damage. This man takes 4 damage.
I now have full fury points. Let's go, Pog.
And they are now able to attack you with the axes. Which the one that got the 6 damage is too shaken up by the lightning to do anything. And the other one with the 15 is not able to hit you, I presume.
Nope.
As they go to hit you, you'd feel the blades hit your back, but the amount of damage that it does is inconsiderate to anything having to do with you.
Okay.
You just ignore the pain and take no damage from it. It is back to your turn, Bjorn. If you want to keep drinking the blood of that man, you can go ahead and roll your 2d6 again.
I'm half tempted, but first, give me 2 deck saves, since the one that I'm biting is too close. Fail. Oh my god. The ones. I'm assuming I can still, like, attack, right?
Well, you're
When I
grappling
have-
him, so you would have
I'm
to...
gonna let him go and slash him twice.
As
if that's
you let
okay with you.
slashing the one that you let go,
Yes.
go for it, because he's falling prone, so you have advantage. That you had advantage anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
That's
As you try and use your axe, you end up throwing it about 20 feet in front of you towards the tree line.
Oh, hey, Cody.
Uh-huh.
I need a 30-feet ring.
30-foot ring? You see here.
Yeah. Because I can teleport within 30 feet.
Okay. Circle?
Of course it costs...
Holy crap.
Of course it costs 3
There you
blood
go.
points. to do that.
30 feet.
I have 1 blood point. No. I have 2 blood points. Since I did lightning damage on that dude. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm assuming teleporting and grabbing my axe would be an action, but I can't do that. So... I'm a bite this dude.
Okay. Which one?
This one!
Alright,
still
make
have
a
the
grapple
30
check with your
feet.
strength.
Did I do con last time?
You did strength last time, I'm pretty sure.
18.
18.
Dude, no,
Yeah,
except
you're
for
easily able to
2.
grab him. 2d6.
I'm necrotic.
7.
I need to
You're
see
able
if
to
that's like
regain some
an
health.
action. I need to see if that is an action.
Bjorn, as you would bite into this one, you accidentally break his jugular as you bite into him.
More
Just
for me.
killing him immediately. But you get the health from it.
Hey, Cody.
Mm-hmm.
As a bonus action, I would like to teleport there.
Where?
That's what the mess for. There, 30 feet. Right there. Or here.
You would be able to teleport then.
Okay. And since I teleported, that's not attack of opportunity. So go.
Okay, and back to the enemies. He would charge at you, and this one has to take the turn to get up. He is going to swing with his hand axe at you.
Miss.
12 doesn't hit.
Dexterity save. We love it.
It's -8 then, because it's 4, and he got a nat 1. As he would go to swing, you would see him start charging with his axe upwards, and you just see his body just riddle with electricity, and he'd fall over as he charged at you and just kind of like land on the ground next to you, not even getting to you.
Okay. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he fell over and died.
What to do? Picking up my axe takes a turn. Cody, I would like to pick up my axe, right? And then teleport back here.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one more blood point left.
Okay.
And now I need another dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Fail.
Fall.
Ball.
He takes 5 electric damage, but he's still up.
Okay. Oh, I cannot wait to bite your jugular. It's gonna be so tasty.
Be a tasty jugular.
Anyways, it's your turn, boy.
He'd turn around and just blindly swipe at you. And actually
wow.
hits, surprisingly. 4 damage.
I take 1 damage. Because everything is forced.
That's so concerning.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's
just
concerning, but it is risking him losing his mind. So
It's true.
Cody, it's time to do the bite.
All right, go ahead and make another strength.
With advantage. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go, advantage.
Bjorn, as you grab him, you just bring him in and bite into his throat, draining the rest of his essence out, which is only 5 points to be fair. But you're able to regain 5 points as he then is dead in your arms.
Let's go. I wanna look back at the other two. Like the two there.
I was going to conclude the combat there. As you would look back, the one at the door would step out of the way, and the man with the glowing eye would step forward, reaching his hand out. You'd see a flash of green emanate, and you would fall unconscious.
Nom nom.
oh, I'm scared. That was a badass combat scene, but
Too
as
bad
Bjorn
the
gets
first
confused.
too bad the first three were like too bad the first three were dust.
Yeah. Hey, at least you got to get eat in the end, you know?
Yeah.
I've got to take away everybody's looking privileges from Bjorn real quick.
Question.
I lost
I
it.
think it's been a long rest, or no?
I don't think
Um,
so. And
it-
depending on when we're starting.
It will have been a long rest, yes, at this point.
Okay.
Bjorn, you're out of rage, by the way, now. Both of you.
Okay. Am I just like laying in the snow?
You are laying in the snow, yeah.
Can I see if I still have my axe?
All of your stuff is back on you at this point.
Wow, that is epic game design.
I'm assuming my mouth is still like covered in blood.
It is. Yeah, that is it.
You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna get up and go inside.
All right. Well, I've got to go and explain where everybody's at right now.
Let me stand up.
Leo and Bossian, both of you are still upstairs. Both of you are actually laid in the bed together at this point. It seems somebody stuck you in there. Leo, you have what seems to be. The hell? Go away.
I'm just go in the longhouse real fast.
Yeah, Leo, you have a warm washcloth on your forehead, and Bossian, it seems that there's a warm washcloth laying at the table to the bedside, but they may not have wanted to do that to you since you're covered in fur.
Can I make a roll to see who wakes up first? This is very important to me.
Yes, you both can make a con check.
Waking up first is my entire priority.
I mean, I was gonna let you wake up first anyway, but perfect. There you go.
Bossian wakes up, sees Leonellis next to him, screams like a little girl, shuffles out of the bed, backs up, not looking, and falls over the banister.
You fall over the banister, land on the stairs, and roll your way down the stairs.
The fuck? What the fuck? Just like on the ground, now laid up against this barrel.
Oh man.
Cody, for context, since those were both good, I'm just gonna flub it. I don't care.
Okay. Why flub that? Just keep your sanity far.
Well, nah, but I mean, he fell asleep being tortured, so.
Yeah. Bossian, as you're laying there, able to look over, and you see Vinyara. She's like chewing on an apple as she looks down at you. And you see her just raise her eyebrows as she saw you roll your whole way down the stairs.
Bossian stands up really quickly and just dusts himself off, looks her dead in the eyes. What are you looking at?
You see her just
not like that. Not like that. It's like Bossian is like, he didn't say it like laughing like I did. I couldn't contain myself. It's more like the feisty, like, what are you looking at?
Gotcha.
He's a little bit embarrassed.
You see Vinyara kind of like give a little jolt of like, oh, and then she just roll her eyes and look away from you.
Bossian defeatedly walks back up the stairs because he knows he left his spade up there.
It's laying on the chest next to the stairs.
Bossian just grabs it and goes back downstairs quickly and saunters over to the table and just tries to sit down, trying to play off like nothing happened.
Yeah. Plowbob, my good friend. Where you're at, you woke up. You ended up taking a fat nap after the battle. And you've been awake for a little bit. Hefla has come downstairs with the children, and she's been showing them the chomps, and the dog's basically just been sitting by Hefla's side as she's sitting there with them at the table, able to hold 3 children at once with her stature and size.
Stature. Funny word. Okay.
Plowbob, you definitely heard Bossian roll down the stairs, by the way.
Yeah, but you probably didn't see, but Plowbob peeked out around the pillar, looked at it, and is like, "Well, I've seen weirder."
What are you doing right now, Plob?
Probably still probably still waking up, because if he just woke up, he is not early morning type.
Mm-hmm.
Wiping the grime out of his eyes.
Fair enough. Okay. At this point, Bossian, you would hear the doors of the loghouse swing open, Plowab, same with you, and you look over and you see Bjorn has just entered the longhouse, his beard covered in blood.
Bastian just like takes a big sigh, like, and, begins to walk over.
Also, I would like to add that his eyes are still a crimson red. They have not changed back since it has been a hot minute since he's fed.
Okay. I will say, Bjorn, it is acted as a long rest now for you as well, and you have all your health back.
Let's go.
Hey, Bjorn. Sorry. Things. Did you? I'm just glad to see you. All right. Did you? What do you got on your beard there?
My beard? He looks down.
Nice blood, I think. I mean, it looks like it.
I got hungry.
Why would you eat blood if you're hungry? It doesn't do good for stomachs.
Huh?
It's something you should not worry about yet, young one.
Why not?
Because it is an adult topic.
Let's
And?
just say that Bjorn has a unique diet and leave it at that. You don't have to go poking and prodding around, little guy.
And
Little
just
guy.
saying, like, I's eating blood. It's not do good for stomachs.
No, Bob.
The things Plowab has ingested are a mystery even to me.
I mean,
Only known
That's
to
what-
the gods.
that's what Boston was about to say. Like, I mean, you ate the eye of a yeti and almost died. I don't think you're probably the best judgment on.
I mean, also other kids eating and drinks blood. I mean,
Huh?
it's kind of common, especially when there's no waters left in town. You
Bjorn,
drink
like,
blood
gives-
from corpses you find in alleys, right?
Bjorn just like looks at Bastian like, what the fuck?
Boston returns the look. Like,
I
oh,
I don't think that's normal.
Why
And it's
not?
coming from me.
I mean, this is normal where that's from.
I guess.
I don't really know what a normal childhood looks like, so I'm just going to let you two be the mediator. on that.
Aww.
The irony that's probably only Leon Alice.
Oh, man.
Oh, I wasn't the only one with a
Yeah, Cody. I
horrible
want you.
childhood.
If you look into my
Mhm.
bio, I put it under character backstory. I just kind of put the year timeline since I had to shift it a bit because we shifted the Goblin Ages.
Yeah. That's fair.
So that's there for you. That way you can get an idea of why I'm saying these things.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that checks out.
Yeah, okay.
Jeez.
Right. Well, with that out of the way, it's glad to have you back.
It was gone. I know I went to the cleric, but how long has it been?
Okay.
It's only been like a couple hours at the very most.
It
Mhm.
was a day because it's a long rest.
It's a day, yeah.
It's been a day, big man. I thought it was just you getting, taken care of by daughter Avonay. That's where you seemed to saunter off to whenever me and Plabob went into town.
I was definitely not there.
What?
That's not ominous.
Then where were you? Did you find another healer in the city?
I don't think I was in. I don't think I was in the region.
I mean, where else would you be?
Honestly, that's a question I want to know myself.
I'm more interested in how you got
were
to
you
another
doing
region.
that thing
within-
that my Uncle Jerry does when he says
No.
he goes on a trip and eats weird mushrooms?
Oh my god.
No, it's not that. I think I was person napped.
Oh.
What's person napping?
It's
Is that
not-
where you take a nap?
No, it's kidnapping.
Are
where you
you
take someone.
are you okay? Like, was
I
it
think
was it the red
I
hooded
mean-
people who took
they were
you?
there. I but I do remember this person with a weird glowing green eye.
Ooh, my ears are ringing. Ah! Oh man, the tinnitus set in. Oh god.
Nuke went off.
Oh yeah, it sounded like it. I get flashbang to my own freaking head. Anyways, continue.
Glowing green eye.
What's
I
kidnapping?
think. Hey Cody, were they wearing a black cloak or a brown cloak?
It was a dark, like oily brown.
They were also wearing a dark brown cloak.
Brown cloak?
Yes, brown cloak.
Did he use magic?
I think. I mean, he held his hand up. It flashed green, and I was laying outside.
Oh, dear God.
But I did meet a friend, I guess.
A friend?
A person from my past. I don't really remember them. He says, like, rubbing his blood-covered beard.
That, is not normal, but, you know, hey.
There's also a weird temple with a statue that fell into a pool, but...
I have several questions, but, you know, I think we should just wait and maybe get you a drink, and then maybe we can sort this all out over there.
Also, when I attacked people, they turned to dust.
Okay.
Why did you attack people?
Because I was attacked.
That's fair.
I mean, he was
Did
kidnapped.
you take their
so-
gold?
No.
As you guys would be talking, Bjorn, you're able to see Gale like frantically, like kind of like sauntering over. He's holding what seems to be a map. Hey guys,
Yes.
Yeah?
have you guys been messing with my maps again?
No.
I was unconscious up in the room, apparently, so probably not, no. Unless I've been sleepwalking.
And I see them?
I mean, I looked at your maps before, but I just didn't do anything to them.
I kind of walk. Gale, can I see?
He'd go ahead and he'd like pull out the map, and you would see a mark only about 4 miles away from here.
Oh my god.
Not too far.
That's not scary.
Circling what seems to be nothing on the map itself. But Bjorn, you are able to see something different. You see the mark, but you're also able to see this kind of green glowing text around it that says, find it here.
Can I take the map?
That
you can take it from him, yeah.
I mean, it's just a mark. I mean, I don't think it's that bad.
Are you guys like?
It doesn't really mean anything.
I think it's the map. That gets rid of it.
Do you guys like look at Bjorn as he takes the map?
If you take the map, then yes.
Yes. Bjorn's face is blank.
That's
What?
pretty
No
normal, to be
emotion.
honest. That's
No,
pretty
I mean,
normal, to be
like-
honest.
No, but after the conversation he was having, he was showing more emotion. But this is like when you first met him.
Bjorn, are you good?
We have to go there.
What do you mean we have to go there?
Looks at Bastian. This could possibly help me and Leo.
There's nothing there on the map. You sure? I mean, we don't
Yes.
even know where that map mark came from.
I mean,
I
it's
think
just
I
making
know.
your head hard because it kind of sounds like it.
I know exactly
Um,
where this came from.
I will say, Plobob, you'd notice that while you still have a teensy bit of bruising left from some of the combat, same with Bastian, Bjorn is completely healed. And he's the one who took the explosion to the face.
The only one who didn't of the core party.
Right.
But he means like all battle damage on the me is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I noted. I guess Bastian at this point would kind of notice this, and
My condition is unknown.
like call attention to it, but he is like, "Where? You said you know where it came from. Can you elaborate?"
It was the same people that took me, I guess.
And why are you so brazenly just jumping in to help them after they took you?
He kind of gives you like a look, a pleading look. This could be my only chance to go there.
Bjorn,
And
if you don't mind me saying, you got your beard covered in somebody else, and what happened? And what do you mean you were taken?
So a guy from my past, right? I think I did a contract with him. He knows my curse, and to be honest with you, I don't trust him at all. But this is the only lead that I have gotten.
I'm just very confused.
He also said that it could help Leonellus. So
Why does Leonellus need helps?
Bastian just looks down at Plobob and gives him just like this fucking like, what do you think look.
Honestly,
looked at you utterly confused. He took a nap after that battle. He was not there.
I also kind of look at Bastian. What happened when I was gone?
Leonellus had another Leonellus moment where he went utterly insane.
Oh, it's becoming more common and common nowadays, isn't it?
How that man is still the leader of our guild is beyond me, but I am duty-bound to follow him, so for now I will put up with it.
He said duty.
He didn't say anything about the gods, did he?
Yes,
You see,
some rambling on about his father's acts and like he knew it was him, that he wasn't crazy. I couldn't really read through his insane ramblings, but I could roughly tell he was talking about some sort of someone that wasn't there, or maybe some sort of demon or deity. It's pretty much inferable.
You know, I think I should be surprised, but after what I've seen come from him, I'm just not.
I mean, it's
anyways,
is it that bad?
Looks at him. The bone demon really hurt, and that's the only demon we've fought.
You're supposed to judge all of a race by one person? That's a pretty bad way to live.
What are you?
No, I don't think demons are a race, but yeah.
Anyways. Oh, and my beard? He says, pointing to the blood-stained beard. Process of healing.
Right. Yeah,
You vomit blood when you heal? That's not good.
I didn't know I could do that myself. So that's new to me.
That's interesting. Well,
I still wouldn't vomit blood to heal. That sounds like a very unpleasant process.
I did not vomit blood to heal.
Enough.
Look, also, now, on the back of this map, there's just a bloody handprint from me.
Look, if it helps whatever is wrong with you, whatever curse you have, then I'm willing to help. Especially if it's going to help Leo. Because at the rate he's going, I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold what little sanity he has left.
It's been taking a toll on, actually, all of us, Bossy, and others are starting to question his leadership.
He has been going insane, hasn't he? Bjorn says with like a sadness.
Very quietly, as in like not asking for your help, which is not a smart thing that he does. It's like, I'll do it myself, and then it just continues to get worse. It's like an old man with cancer. It's like, I'm not gonna let you help me. I'll fix this myself. Cody, can I say something before I presumably wake up really fast?
Sure.
He had a dream right before he woke up, or kind of a vision of himself standing there, and he's like, "So the child is growing into a man," and it just kind of looks at him, and it's just him, like it's like he's looking in a mirror, and it's like, you know damn well that you're the same person that left that town. You couldn't stop it then. You've changed nothing. You've just gotten better weapons. What's different about you? And it just kind of continues to berate him differently, and it's like, and now you'll wake up and your dad is gone, and then he goes like, and it snaps to waking up.
Wakey, wakey.
Eggs and bakey.
Sad and shaky.
He like looks down at his hands, and then he feels the sides of his face, and he feels like his stubble, and he goes like, "Damn it!" And he stands up. And he stands up, and he's like, "I have to get out of here." He looks around for his things, I guess, while they're down there.
Yeah, they're up there in the chest, is usually where you stick them.
Oh, where?
He grabs them and puts like he like shoves everything he can into his bag, and he puts his clothes on. And his like hands the whole time cannot stop shaking. They're just like shaking with I guess you would say fear.
You are able to head your way downstairs.
Okay, yeah, he's trying his best to like avoid everybody. He like peeks his head around the like railing, I guess. I don't know if that's a wall or just a railing.
It's like a railing that just goes up. It's not a wall.
Okay. So as he's coming down the stairs, he's like peeking to see if anybody's looking at him.
Vinyara is watching you as you come down the stairs. You just hear as she's like chewing on an apple.
If you're looking from the perspective of Vinyara, you can see I catch her. We meet eyes, I guess, and then he goes like and like looks away. And he just like walks right past her. He's like drawn his cloak very close to his body, like an old hermit. He's trying to sneak around and see, hopefully, get out of here.
As you walk past there, Carlia and Bravinson stop their conversation and kind of stare at you as you walk past.
He just doesn't say a word. He's just walking by. He kind of whimpers a little bit.
Well,
guys, and kind of point at Leo. I'll leave the map here with you guys. I'll be heading home. Bastian, do you want me to have Joseph get the cart ready?
sure. That would be excellent. Thank you.
All right. And if you want me to come along, I've been getting cooped up. So it's kind of like dejectedly stepping his way.
He like Leonidas, as they were talking, his hands like fumble at the doorknob because he can't turn his wrist because his hands are shaking so much. But he finally opens up the door. He's like, oh, and he just like takes a step out.
So there he is, I guess. Man in the hour.
Bjorn, you still got the blood and your eyes are red, aren't they?
No, they faded blue as I took the map.
But you're still super bloody, aren't you?
Most of it's on his hand, but yeah, kind of.
So, do you get his attention or do you just walk up behind him?
Leo, are you okay?
You see like a kind of a shock go through his body, and he like slowly turns around and looks at you. And it's, as I can best describe it, the face of like somebody who like thinks they're gonna die. Like he looks so scared, and he looks at you and goes like, gosh. He's like, please don't hurt me. And he just like puts his hands up.
What the fuck?
I'm not going to hurt you.
It's you. And he just points at Bjorn. He's like,
Me?
It's like you. It's like, I don't want to see that vision again. If you're gonna kill anybody, just do it with me and make it fast.
What?
I'm not going to kill anyone.
He kind of takes a step back and he like trips and like falls back on his back down the stairs, and he's like he has his hands behind him.
Bastian, under his breath, just goes, "Oh Christ, here we go again," and just opens the other door and like walks around and just kind of going to like stand not like directly behind him, but like behind him, like giving him space. Kind of like just cutting off his getting awayness.
He's got his eyes fixed on you, Bjorn, and it's a look that you've never seen him give anything. Let alone, I mean, didn't see it with a bone demon, didn't see it with a yeti, didn't see it with like pretty much anybody. It's pure primal fear.
Vision? What vision, Leo?
He just keeps looking at you, and he's like, "Please don't."
I think he's talking about his little party last night. Ugh.
Leo, did you hit your head?
He just keeps looking at you, like just like fearful.
He takes another step closer.
He tries to kind of like scoot back, and he just can't. He's just sitting there he's like a little wild animal. It's kind of pathetic.
As I'm still like holding the map with my other hand, I kind of like motion for Bastian to come a little closer.
Bastian steps closer and just like looks down.
He sticks his non-bloody hand out to help you up, Leonellis. You're fine, you're safe. No one's going to hurt you, Leo. Let's get you back inside.
He sees that there's no blood on your hand, and he goes like, Bjorn. And he like kind of reaches out like he's gonna grab your hand, and he goes like, no. And then he just stands up on his own. And he's like, I'm sorry, I have to go. And he just kind of like backs up this way, away from both of you.
Why? Where are you going?
I have to get as far away from here as I can.
Why?
It's me. It's not. It's the only one who's saying it is me.
Leo, he says, like stepping down from the stairs. There's a way that this can all go away.
It's not just me that it's involving anymore, Bjorn.
Huh? What do you mean it's not just you it's involving anymore? The gods? Whatever bullshit you were ranting about in your little fit last night?
And he screams, it's not bullshit! It's real. I saw it. It's the prophecy that's gonna happen. If I stay around, I have to go.
You saw things because you had a hole in your chest. You tend to have your brain messed with when you're severely injured.
He just shakes his head like that. No, he doesn't believe you.
I just have one question. What's the vision? You didn't say anything about it, so if you're not saying anything, it's probably still gonna happen.
He just like takes like a kind of a breath, or like a deep breath, and then like gulps a little bit. And he's like, when I was alone, spoke or tried to speak to my dad for the first time in a while. And I thought that it worked, but it was a trick. And when I reached out for what I believed to be an axe from him, those eyes, those glowing red eyes, the same that I saw when Namira died, they looked at me, and they showed me a vision of what was to come. Me and Hefla, dead on the ground, clutching our children. It's me. It has to be me. Otherwise, that dream would just be her, if it was just her.
I mean, it could just be her, and then the fact that you run away cancels the prophecy, meaning that she and your children die alone.
Or, there's just the possibility that this is the insane worry that comes from a brain that's about to die.
It's not.
And he's like, prophecy. Well, prophecy is dumb. It's not an actual thing. Prophecies don't work because then when you learn about the prophecy, it's no longer a prophecy. But besides that, being spoken to by a god happens. I mean, entire people that believe that they have been spoken to by God. I mean, half the time it's fake, but most of the time.
He's been looking down at the ground this whole time, but he finally brings his eyes up and he's like, Bjorn, you know who it is, don't you?
What? He kind of gives you a confused look.
Those red eyes, they look just like yours.
I mean, like, he doesn't really have that red of eyes.
I mean,
Leonelis, I have a question.
What?
What were they just the eyes?
I think so. It's easy, but I could make out for sure that there were two red eyes staring at me, watching what I did.
Hey, Leo. Do you want this thing to leave you alone?
I don't care what it does to me. I just don't want them to be hurt.
There might be a way to make sure they don't get hurt.
From what you can tell, he's just kind of looking at the ground. He seems kind of disinterested. It kind of like, I don't think that you're telling the truth.
It's on this map, he says, like shaking the map a little bit.
He kind of like looks up for a second. He's like, I don't think there's anything around here is going to be able to help this.
Would you just give it a shot, Leo?
And what do you want me to do?
not
Stop
run away
being
from
a
your.
bitch.
What he said. Yes, I'm with that.
Like, I mean, seriously. Like, what's the worst that happens? You do something, something happens. Oh no, that's life. Get over it. People die. That's
Why not
kind of
just the
how
picture
the
you have
entire
now?
thing works. I mean, like, wasn't Hefkla an adventurer before that? You kind of sign up knowing you're gonna die a brutal death one day. That's kind of how it goes. So stop acting like you're my age, and actually act like you're an adult, which you are. And
I'm
also,
not! He just like screams at you. He's like, I'm just a kid! I've been a kid this whole time playing over my head. I'm just a kid. My dad wasn't even alive long enough to tell me everything that I needed to know.
Oh,
Left me.
shut up! I didn't have parents. I lived 5 fucking years eating trash, eating blood off of dead corpses that are days old. I grew up without a dad, without a mom. I still grew up. So you can stop being a little selfish bitch who can't get over the fact that you're not special. That you can't have everything you want. You will stop and just talk to your wife, because you actually have something. And blah blah, like, stomps away.
Damn.
Well,
You have to look at my fight.
you know, I always. Bastian just kind of like clears his throat. You know, I always forget that he has that in him. Well,
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go with him. You do what you will, and he just kind of like he like slowly backs up while still looking at both of you, and then just kind of like turns around and like almost like a nervous look, with almost a nervous look in his eye.
Look, and then after that, I'm sitting on all the cushion for down.
Oh my gosh.
And then after that,
Just like, don't get arrested.
Paul, how far are you walking off, brother?
Oh, he's walking.
He's just keeping on walking.
Like that. And I never.
I'm
Jake,
just okay.
background noise. As you guys would kind of be standing there, I'm assuming both of you are pretty stun locked from that.
I mean, not really, but kind of, yeah. Dude, I thought he was going to start singing.
What?
He said, "I'm just a kid," and my brain instantly thought he was going to say, "In my life."
Don't think that's the correct time, Brayden.
I'm sorry. There's silence, and we can't really do anything right now. So,
that's fine.
anyways, I look back down at the map. Has anything changed? Actually,
I'm trying to get a cart for Yosef. I was trying to have him ride in front of you guys, but it's not wanting to.
no
Alright, sorry, my mom was in the room.
That's all good, dude.
I'm just kind of still looking down at the ground.
Did you catch the angry Blobus?
He at this point it's just like he already feels like he's let everyone down anyway. It's just kind of reinforcing that he needs to leave.
does Heathclaw know?
What do you want me to tell her? That she's gonna die?
I feel like it's something that you should probably mention to her. I mean, we all die at some point, right?
Am I supposed to feel like an adult? Like, I feel no different than when I left the first time. It's just the same. I thought that I'd be like my dad.
That takes a long time to do. And not everyone grows up right away.
Yosef would pull up with the wagon. Good to go? He kind of asks.
He looks at him. Looks at Leo, then looks back. Leo, get on the cart. We need to go get Plubbob and Bastian.
I'm not going.
So you don't want a chance to make sure that doesn't happen to Heathclaw and your children?
As much of a chance as if I leave, Bjorn. You're just showing me an X on a map.
But this could help us both.
How do you know that?
Because someone
told you?
Because someone who knows a lot more about this than me did. Someone
I that there's someone out there that truly knows how to help us, but I find it hard to believe.
I find it hard to believe too, but anything's better than nothing, right?
Did I ride by at bad time?
Oh, I feel so bad for him. Yosef,
He walked into a fucking nuke of just pent up emotion and thoughts.
Gail told me to get cart. Should I ride back around?
No. Looks at Leonellis. Come on.
I can't fight.
You don't have to fight.
Wherever we're going, we're gonna have to fight.
Leo, can you do a perception check for me?
Sure. I mean, I'm just looking straight at the ground. Would I be able to see it?
Oh,
I mean, I can. Do you want me to? I can.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just looking at the ground. All right.
As you say, it's fine. As you say you can't fight, you'd hear Yosef like give a little like confused sound. Bjorn and Leo both. If Leo, you just peek up for a second at that, and you see him like patting where you shot him the first day you met him, like confusedly, like, what do you mean?
Part of him is like, that's funny, but another part of him is also like, and look how much of an asshole you are. You know what I mean? Like, He's kind of got like the best way I can describe it is imagine like has anybody here played Cyberpunk?
Yes.
You know how like
Playing it
every
again,
time
yeah.
you make a decision, Johnny's like, you're an idiot or you're a good guy. That's essentially he's got that. It's not like a physical thing, but it's just like, yeah, you're a dickhead.
It's
And he's like,
self-doubt.
yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a dickhead, yeah.
I understand that on a real life level too, not just video games.
That's depressing.
It is, but it's life.
Leo, can you just please do me this one thing?
He just doesn't really say anything. He's just kind of looking at the ground.
What about your plans for your big city, your port?
What am I going to be able to do about it? I can't even... He's like kind of biting his lip a little bit. He's like, I can't even... I can't do anything. Every time I feel like I'm making progress, I just go crazy again. And it's become so normal that people are doubting that I even have something wrong with me. And he's like slowly breaking more and more down. Everybody loves me. Everyone. You just saw it. Bastian thinks nothing of me. The others are even afraid to look my direction. When I started, I thought I was doing something good. Now I don't even remember what I was doing.
Leo, yes, we kind of speak up. We've been able to tell something's wrong. Just, sometimes asking for help is first step to goodness.
He's like, been able to tell something's wrong.
Some of
Clearly.
us, yes.
As I was screaming in front of my own children.
I mean,
Like
Bastian
a
came up
terrified
to help.
child. He just shakes his head. And he's like a terrified child.
Right. And Bastian came to help. And so did Evkla. And when you two passed out on the floor, who was meant to drag you to bed? Me. It's not weight that has to be on just your shoulders. Even if we don't go where map says, we take ride. Relax. Good to get out of home for a while.
He kind of smiled, like a kind of like a little smile, and then to himself, there's kind of a moment of like, yeah, go fight some more. That'll change it all. Go fight somewhere that Bjorn needs you to fight. That'll help you. And he kind of like stops and he's like, I can't help you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not just a machine that can just fight. And I know that's what we're gonna have to do, Bjorn.
I'm a machine.
No.
He says,
But
Bjorn, what are we doing there anyways?
we're
Yeah,
going to
you
get
just-
something.
he just kind of showed me an X on a map and was like, go. And I was like, why? Remember, he wasn't there for the conversation that you're like, this is going to help me. You're just like, this will help you. You have to go. I was like, okay. Oh.
There is an object there that has a high likelihood of being a first step towards ending my curse, and looks at Leonellis and helping you.
And where is there?
He looks down on the map.
Did you get any description?
Tomb. I don't remember.
Good. Ruins.
Yeah, there you go. They didn't tell you what it was called. They just said it was in the ruins.
They just I was told that it was in the ruins. Back
Ruins.
in ruins back when we had those big conflicts with Andaria.
Well,
Right.
Andaria's long dead around here. I figure step in, get thing, leave. It's ruins. It's probably just old fort.
It's true.
But what in an old Andorian fort would be able to help us? Some kind of like potion?
I think it's a magical object. At least from the description they gave me, it
And
is.
it will help both of us,
Yes.
and not just one of us.
Yes. That's what they told me.
Who's they?
An old contract member. A person I trust. Well, not trust.
Oh, so you don't even trust them, but you're expecting me to trust you?
Looks, I trust you through thick and thin. Can't you do the same?
You don't trust them. Why? They could just be lying to you to get you to do something that they want. I guess it's not you that I'm not trusting, it's just whoever told you this. It sounds too good to be true.
It's the first step. If you don't want to help me, that's fine. It's just the first step of something that I've been searching for a long time. And I'm willing to risk it. I don't... If you guys don't want to go, fine. I'll go myself.
No, you should go, Bjorn. You deserve it.
You should go back in the longhouse. If you're not coming.
Leo, at
If
least
I-
come along for a ride. I can have cart wait outside. I have to stay there anyway.
Fine.
Come on, get in. And check bag in under the second seat. There's something in there special for you both.
Can we go get Plowbob and Bastian too?
They're not in loghouse. They went. Yeah, we'll
No,
find
they
out.
just started walking that way. He like points that way. Like
Okay.
past the gate.
I'll drive that way. You would see really quickly him like try and have the horses back up, but they don't want to. So he ends up going the long way, completely around the longhouse with the horses, and loops back around the right direction with it. Up in.
He kind of just gets in silently.
This cart needs to be a wee bit bigger.
Yep. I'm trying to
That's
put it-
fine, yeah.
so
There you go.
Put you here. Put you here. Here.
Boop.
I can go boom, and I can do boop. There we go. I can move you all at once. And excuse me, really quickly, but I have to use the restroom. So DM will be back in a second.
Let's go.
If Bastian and Plowbob, if you want to start your conversation or whatever, I'm just gonna be real quick.
I'd rather wait until you get back.
Yeah.
You know what that means, right? Intermission.
Intermission.
Why did you make the disgusting noise? What did I do this time?
Not you. It's Plowbob. Just It's just you keep on hitting like landmines and Plowbob's backstory.
Blabba.
I also know that it pains Ben to be mean to us.
Yeah, I don't like it, but it's
It
also
makes him
like
horrifically uncomfortable. I could tell by the way he paused in his speech that he was debating even saying some of this stuff, and then was like, "Fuck it," and just said it.
Blabba said what Bastian's been wanting to say to Leonellus for like the entirety of the time he's known him.
There's a couple times where we all stepped on a landmine in Bjorn's backstory, and I was just like, I don't have the energy to do this. So, yay.
The landmines in Bastian's story are pretty clear cut because every single time there's like either a 20-minute conversation or a fight involved with it.
yeah. Right now, I'm writing down the details so Cody can see why Plowbob got so angry. at everything because it's
You know, I just realized. Well, I didn't just realize. Leonella's kind of sounded like a kicked puppy at the end.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how he is.
I'm
I mean, at this point, especially with the whole Plobob thing, it's at this point he's given up on rekindling any relationship that he had, and he's assumed that the defeated, like, everyone's disappointed. I would be better off just not being here.
Oh, I realized I could have said something, but I'm
It's
not
too
gonna
late
say
now.
it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big sad.
He doesn't even like. He's not even like mad at Plobob. He's like the internal that he's saying is like, good, say it. They need to say it too. Everyone should be saying it. It's like, why has nobody said this already? He's right. That's why he just said nothing when Plobob said that. I mean, he heard every word. He had nothing to say because he's like, yeah, you're right. I think it's also a thing of like, I don't know if you guys will know what I mean, but he also feels bad for like being upset. Does that make? I don't know if that makes sense or not. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, how, like, I am upset and I feel so scared, but at the same time, it's like, can I be like that? Like, but it's hard not to be.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that only I feel like I understand very well. It's like how why am I sad? I should be the one that's sad here.
By the way, I think this is the first time I've ever met that dude. Like,
Who? Harold?
yeah, that's like the first time, like, in
It's
character.
it's probably like from before yeah.
So I had no idea who the fuck that is.
That character to you is what Ladir was for Bastian.
Yeah, essentially.
I'm not going to become epic friends. No, I'm more likely to punch the guy in the throat.
He does seem like a sketch man.
I also, like, you guys want to hear conspiracy theory?
He's like, I can heal you if you just give me this artifact
He's
that has
also
no
walking
magic
around-
in it. Yeah.
He's also walking around the brown hooded dude who Bastian is like 99.999% sure killed the market guy and is working with what's his face? Fucking snobby
Avery.
prince guy. Avery, yes.
Mhm.
There's something in the name. So
I
he's
like-
like on edge about that. But he doesn't want to worry you because he heard what it means to you, so he's going to just
Yeah.
be on guard.
It's conflicted a little bit.
No, he's fully on board to go. He's just gonna be more on edge than anyone, and he doesn't want to worry Bjorn.
Right.
Um,
Well, I mean, conflicted as like, okay, so what? He's more like, what are we giving this person?
Less that, more so like
I returned.
he's conflicted because okay, never mind then.
Oh, I wanted to say something too.
Go ahead,
Damn.
Brayden. I can take my headphones off a second again.
Okay.
I don't think he doesn't. He can be here for it. I don't think
Yeah, it's like-
exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to think that this dude has like a bigger part in my backstory than I think he does. Like, I think he is one of the main reasons he is the cause of this.
Yeah, that would explain why he knows about it.
Yeah, because I haven't really told anyone.
Out of character, I'm not going to metagame obviously, but I find it weird that somebody like him knows that it's an ailment that affects Leonels and not just him being insane.
Yeah, that's also kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, he's like, it's implying that he's the one who made it happen. He's like, oh yeah, no, your friend, like, if he would have been like, oh, I mean, your friend could get help too. He's kind of fucking wacky, but like, that makes sense. But he's like, in essentially implying that he's like, yeah, it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean? It's the same thing. Anyway, I thought the same thing, Brayden.
Dude, the red flags that are going off right now are insane.
Including the fact that I just gave your vision back to you.
I I honestly thought he was gonna ask for fucking Bastian's fucking.
I thought that too. I thought he was gonna ask for the shard.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna ask for his.
I thought he was
fucking
gonna be like, "Oh, I just need the shard." You know that
Yeah,
thing? You know?
when he said something not too big, I was like, shard, okay.
You're like,
Like,
"God damn it."
I want the power of the fucking cosmos, my boy.
Leon Ellis, probably the curios guy in the shop, and now this motherfucker are after my necklace.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna zoom in on Bastian and Plabus now.
Bastian just kind of like is like walks behind, like is speed walking behind him until he like catches up, and he's like, "Hey, Plaba, hey.
What? Can I just have some alone time? Okay.
Look, it's you shouldn't be so hard on him.
Why not? Like, seriously, give me one good reason. Why not?
Look, you said something that I've wanted to say to him since I met him, and it's merited. He hasn't taken anything that's happened to him easily. Not nearly as easy as, say, you or I would. But before you get overly angry at him, you need to understand that you and I, have experienced this kind of loss, this pain, this not having anything. It's been all our lives stretched out. We're used to it. We were not as lucky as him to have lived a whole life of at least some sort of comfort. We had to fight to survive, and that made us tough. It makes the pain easier. It makes the pain go away. But he doesn't have that. He had something to lose. A lot to lose. And he didn't lose it one thing after another, slowly but surely. He lost it all within, what, a couple days? Within a couple days of each other?
And? Am I supposed to make it different?
Pain hurts more when it's quick. When it just takes everything and leaves you with nothing. Especially when you're not prepared for it.
You think I don't know that?
I know you know that. Just as much as I know that. But he doesn't know that.
Like, he's physically taking a breath. I'm not mad at him because he's not taking the pain and not feeling like shit. Because he is. I don't mind. That's how it is. It's just the fact that he's given up. That's what angers me. He has every right to continue. He has a wife. He has kids. He has people he has to look out for. And he does nothing. He runs away. He gives up. And I'm supposed to let that slide. When I had nothing. And I still fought to keep the clothes on my back. Because that's all I had. Because everybody else gave up. They all just withered away. And I fought, and I got somewhere. I have a tribe, I have a family. But everybody else is just giving up. They don't fight anymore. That is why I'm angry. He has everything to fight for. He has family. He has an entire people here. And he is giving it up for nothing. Because he's scared. And that's it. I'm just supposed to take that lying down when I had nothing and I fought, and when he should be fighting for everything he has. It's just not fair.
Bastian just kind of goes quiet for a moment, like in his own head. He like looks back. You're right. He's not fighting back. But he's one of us. We owe him at least a little bit of help. If he's not going to fight, we're going to fight for him. God damn it. Bjorn
Yes.
says Bjorn says that he knows a way he can fix all of this. That he can fix Leonella's. I say we take him up on his word and we try to fight. Because he's one of us. We've grown to care for one another. And at least for me, he's given me something I never had. A reason to go on. A reason to fight. An actual family. It may not be like that for you. I won't even pretend to speak on your own behalf. But I can tell, because you cared enough to yell at him for that, thinking he's better than that he does mean something to you. So we're not going to let him leave. We're not going to throw him away any more than he would throw us away. He's confused. He thinks he is the problem with all of us. That he's somehow a curse on this house, this family that we have grown to be. We need to show him otherwise. Because it's the least we can do for all of the stuff that he's given me and the stuff that he can yet give you. And not just for that, but just because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, you see Blobob's taking like deep breaths. I never wanted to throw him away. It's just, why does everybody constantly give up?
Because it's easier. Because fighting is hard, and not everyone has the strength, the sheer will to go on when everything seems like it's going bad. That there's no light beyond the tunnel. It's easier to just stop and let grief, fear, anger consume you and then move on to the next life. But you and me aren't like that. We're fighters. We're different. And he can still yet be a fighter, but we need to show him the way.
Okay, fine. Just, he keeps on being a little shit. I'm gonna kick his ass.
If he keeps on moping about, if he tries to leave again, I'll help you.
Okay, I guess we should get going then.
Yeah. Just this once, we need to try. If there's even a small, minuscule chance that we can help him and Bjorn, we need to take it. And he just kind of like turns around and starts walking back.
I think Plop Bob lingers behind. And it's like, not like of I'm staying stubborn, but like just needing like a second to get going.
Yeah.
And as he looks up in the sky, he just thinks about one person he misses dearly in his life. And he just mutters, like, softly, I miss you. And he then gathers himself up and go ahead and follows after you.
As you guys
Yes,
be walking by, you'd see Yosef, Bjorn, and Leo like on the road ahead of you guys. Yosef kind of waving to you guys over. Bjorn and Leo, the bag that was under the back seat, is that of what seem to be pastries. They look like as if they're freshly baked. And you notice you didn't see Yosef for a while until he brought the cart to you guys.
How many is there? 4?
There are 8.
Okay.
And they are black raspberry pastries.
Ooh, those are good.
Mm.
As they're sitting there, I guess the analyst would have opened it's like a pouch, I guess, or like a box.
Yeah,
maybe?
it's like a small bag.
He sees them and he just picks one out and he like kind of counts how many's in his. I'm assuming it's 4 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just kind of like hits Yosef on the back with his hand, and he just like holds it out to him.
I already had many. I made them. Enjoy, please.
He kind of just like silently lowers his hand. It's still in his hand. He's not really eating. He's just kind of holding it. And just put it back in the pouch.
Bjorn, map, please.
I give him the map.
You'd see him look at it. Not far out. Shouldn't take too long. Anything you need before we completely head out?
No, not really.
Okay. And off we go then.
As the wagon starts to pull forward, Bastian like looks over to the analyst, kind of like playfully like gives him that punch in the shoulder.
The analyst is just staring directly at the ground, and he just kind of boos with your punch and just doesn't really look up or respond or anything.
But after he does that little playful punch, he's like, you couldn't get rid of me if you tried. I'm with you to the end.
He just.
Oh.
But like, can Boston do a perception?
Sure. Did it roll?
I don't
Let's
see
take
it.
it. There it is.
Yeah. He's got kind of long hair now, so it's covering parts of his face. But you can see, like, after you say that, there's like a moment where he smiles, and then his mouth kind of quivers as if he's going to cry, and then he just goes back to it just goes back to frowning again.
Oh. Okay. You'd see Yosef kind of lean over as you guys are riding. So, what all happened with the pirates? I didn't get to hear much.
I funny story. We didn't end up taking Tarlone like we were supposed to. Kind of tackled him down a cliff, and he died.
Oh,
Ludeka's gone.
that I did hear about.
Okay.
I
And
think Yarlin will be a little unhappy to hear that. I have not told him yet.
yeah. And we won't have to worry about the other pirates again. At least I don't think that they'll be a threat anymore.
Hmm? How you mean?
Don't worry about it. I did what I thought was right.
Okay.
Leonos, kind of like he's kind of just been staring and not really paying attention. He realizes he's still kind of holding the pouch, so he just kind of like hands it to Bastian.
Vassian like looks down, sees the pastry, and is like excitedly like digs in to the pouch.
He just kind of lets go and then brings his hand back.
Pulls one out. How many? Have you taken any out, Leo?
No, I did take one out to give to Yosef, but he didn't want it, so I put it back in.
He pulls his out, and he passes the bag to Plobob.
So there was a total of 8, right?
Yes, so that means 2 each for you guys.
I pulled my 2 out.
Plowbob pulls his 2 out, hands it over to Bjorn, and immediately shoves an entire pastry into his mouth.
It's the blah blah we all know and love. Oh no. Oh no. The map did an oopsie. Alright, hold on a minute. I gotta freaking. Oh, that hurts. Alright.
I guess we can continue cart conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
A little quiet.
A little quiet.
Sorry, my throat is just killing me because Plowbob's voice is rough loud.
You don't got to do it if it's
I must.
like a voice. Okay, fair enough.
I
must, or else.
Or else the Plowbob canon isn't the thing, and that's evil.
The blob. It makes it sound like the MCU. The blob cannon.
Hey Yosef, do you happen to have any like butter around here? I like butter with my pastry.
I used plenty in recipe, but I didn't bring any. Sorry.
I have rodent. Is that good?
Bastian just puts the pastry in his mouth.
Wait, no, it's that's how it comes out as crumbs.
The sounds of Ben sticking his own fist in his mouth. I know exactly.
I think that makes Bastian put it in faster.
Oh my gosh.
Plobob's just gonna look at the. He has already finished one, and he is shoving the second in immediately afterwards.
Uh, Bjorn, I don't think you've talked about it much. I see you have well, sometimes I see that little symbol of your old clan, was it?
Um,
That is
yes.
a loaded question.
Yes. He asks kind of nervously.
How was it with them?
It was interesting, to say the least. Far more wild than now, and I kind of miss it.
I understand. Sorry to hear that.
It was a long time ago.
Do you ever send letters back?
Uh, Even if I did, there would be no one there to read them.
That's sad. You can always send letters to my tribe. They probably won't respond, but at least somebody will read it.
I love Plawbob, man. It's so innocent, tiny, cute. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, I guess if you think about it, I mean, we're all kind of a clan-ish thing, right?
I just mean, until we instill like multiple generations is when a clan happens. Right now, we're technically a nomadic group, and then we become a tribe after like a generation or two, and then we become a clan.
Right. Sorry. Still kind of getting used to the traditions around here.
I mean, isn't it just how the rules work, though?
Clan and where I'm from is a little bit different, more all-inclusive.
Where are you from, Bastian?
I'm from the Toitachi. It's like clan, like almost samurai kind of those types of clans where it's less of a family, more of a like grouping of people.
Yosef really wouldn't have much to say about it past that point of asking.
I mean, Mama says she does not like Tortachi.
An acquired taste for a lot of
Well,
people.
She says a lot of guys constantly pursue her.
What?
They don't know what that means.
I don't know for sure either, but hey, it's
Such a strange question.
it's beautiful in its own right. You just got to be in the right places. Beautiful pink trees, high spanning mountains. It's really got a lot of the stuff that you can't really find anywhere else. And beautiful cities. Apparently, to the outside nations, pretty terrible mead, but you know, I like it, so you're lost.
I don't know. I usually listen to my mama.
What about your home? What is the Hot Stone tribe like?
Nice, chaotic, is what most people say. It's kind of like a mishmash of so many different cultures all into one weird culture. There's so many festivals so often that it's really just become like constant. Like merchants are everywhere saying some festival or the other like every other day, but it's fun. Everybody's there is united. Because we all misfits.
Sounds lovely.
After a bit
Yeah.
of riding, the cart would stop.
Huh.
Should be here by looks of map. Not seeing anything though.
Bastian just kind of like pushes himself off the side of the cart and kind of he does the thing where you like when you've been in a car for a really long time, like walking around. All right, time to go find us a crypt or ruin or what did you say it was again?
A ruin.
They're all the same thing. Whatever.
I'm a
To the
citizen
ruin!
of Crypts. His Crypts having a lot of some eggsy, hunky things.
Last time I was in a ruin, I got this shiny thing around my neck, so I'm hoping for some similarly nice stuff out of this.
Hey, Cody.
Hey, buddy.
I'm gonna roll up Persepe.
Persepe? Persupe? Perswapadop?
Persepe?
Would anyone like to help me on my Persepe?
I'll help
you. So as you both are looking, you're not able to make it out much, but there seems to be remnants of an old tower on this cliff here.
Well. That didn't take long to find.
No, it did not.
I'm surprised this isn't marked on a map. It seems pretty prominent.
I'm guessing because it was related to Andoria, no one likes it.
Yes, dumb. Mama's always says to keep history true, because otherwise people say you're dumb.
Not everyone is as all-inclusive as you and your family and clan.
How do we get...
Hey, rude boys, come on, get out the cart.
He just doesn't really respond.
Come on.
If he wants to stay in the cart, let him stay in the cart.
I'm gonna look at the tower. I'm gonna climb up. You deal with Leo.
Poke.
Is there any way up that's like
Buddy,
easily acceptable?
He looks at Plawbob and like, I mean, you can tell you're not a fucking idiot. He's clearly, his eyes have been watering. His eyes are kind of red.
Come on.
What? So I can disappoint you again?
I'm angry at you, not because I don't understand. It's because stuff's happened to me in past that remind me of this, and I get angry. I know I shouldn't, but I did. So I'm sorry about yelling at you, but you can't just sit there.
It's not your fault.
You can't.
And I deserved it.
You didn't. You can't just run away. It sucks having to bear responsibilities you're not ready for.
It's not that, Plawbob. It's every time I think about it. Every time someone dies, I'm always there.
And we're not? You think we don't also feel the same? I couldn't even help in most of the battles where people died. With Tarlone, I was just running around. I could not hit him. I could not catch up. It was my fault half the time, is what I think.
No.
That's what I think so often. That if I was faster, if I was stronger, if I had done more. I could have saved them. I have thought of doing things that would make me into a monster just to protect people. I thought of eating and consuming more monsters. Because I got my magic eyes, didn't I? But I almost did. I almost continued. Almost died, almost trying to kill myself, basically. Just to protect people more. But do you know why I did it?
Why?
I didn't do it. Because Bastian talked me out of it. You're not in this alone. None of us are. You're not just Leonellis anymore. You're the guild leader of the Stone Tusk Guild. Or clan, whatever you want to make of it. You're not alone. And it's so easy to push people away. To put all that weight on your shoulders. When every mistake you had happens is your fault. That's what we all think. That's what I think. Constantly. What am I? I just pin people. And most of the time it's not even useful. But I continue because there's one thing that keeps me going. It's that I'm not alone. And neither are you.
Cody, can I know technically you've never done a backstory for the years that he spent with his dad, but can I do it's gonna be really sad, and I know it's gonna be like a happy sad though. Can I do like a memory that flashed into his head when he said that?
If you'd like to.
Alright, so as you say, like, you're not alone, like, or I'm not alone, and neither are you. There's like a moment where he remembers like hunting in the forest with his dad, and he's like, why do we always go together, Dad? Like, he's like a little kid, so like 11 or 12. It's like, why do we always hunt together? Wouldn't it make more sense for us to go separately so they don't hear us? And he kind of looks at young Leonidas, and he like puts his hand on his head, and he goes like, well, us folk are social creatures, son. Nothing in life is achieved by yourself. Just like, and then he takes his hand off and he shoots a deer, and he's like, that. He's like, come on. And then it fades from like a really happy, smiling little kid, Leonidas, to like a sad, clearly almost basically crying Leonidas as an adult. He's like, yeah, I guess you're right. And he kind of just stands up and he gets out of the cart.
Wait, grab your pastries. This good. Eat some.
No, I'm not really hungry. You can have them if you want.
I'll take half of one. You eat the other half.
I don't. You can just have them both. I'm not very hungry.
Shove it in his mouth.
I'm still feeling a little sick from the whole. And he points to like the side of his body.
Okay. Plop Up grabs the box, walks over
Yeah.
to Yosef,
Yeah.
pulls it out. Keep
I
it,
like how-
keep it in storage.
I know this is D&D, but the idea that he had a hole in the side of his chest, and they're like, come on, let's go around.
I mean, Plop Up's had worse.
No, I know. I'm saying I know it's D&D, but like that is just always makes me laugh.
I mean, a week ago, I had a whole stinger go through my chest, and still walked on, destroyed a table, lit a whole town's corpses on fire, and then fought demon monsters. And then Bjorn.
Yeah, fun times. Okay, Joseph, how's these? These are the analysis, so you can eat some.
I'll protect with life. He'd say and kind of give you a wink.
No.
It-
Food can
it's
be
joke.
done to-
It's joke.
Oh.
You heard nothing then. Bye.
Okay, heard nothing. you just kind of you hear him chuckling at you as you run off.
He has gotten out of the cart, and he is coming, but it's kind of like he's just staring down at the ground still and kind of just shuffling and making sure that he's within view, but he's not. It's clear that's not the thing he wants to be doing.
Bastian is climbing up the wall to the tower. He's using his cat's claw.
Bastian, as you try and climb up, you'd immediately almost cut your hands on the stone. It's sharp and jagged. Not sure what kind of stone it is, but it's not something you're gonna have an easy time getting up, even with your claws.
Damn it!
Take 1 slashing damage from that.
I guess Leonel's kind of is still in the back, so he's looking at Bastian. How can I tell just from standing here how tall the mountain is?
I can actually measure this myself. Hold on. Nope. Oh, I could do one. Actually,
Nope.
that might be an interesting way of doing it. Grab it from the center point.
That's how you would do it if you were looking at a map. That's like the ridge lines.
Eh,
Perfect.
32. At the very top, I guess.
Silently, he summons Judgment and has him fly up because he's got 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
If he's not going to fight, he might as well be helpful. Get back his health. So I guess you guys would just hear "Boop," and then Judgment flies overhead of you.
Hey, Leo! Finally.
He doesn't really say anything. He's just kind of I guess it's kind of more like it's the least I could do, but he's still kind of ashamed, so he's not looking you in the eye. Besides, he also kind of needs to focus on looking through Judgment. He can't do all of it at the same time.
You are able to see that there is a rope bridge that leads from somewhere else up here. There's also dead remnants of what seems to be Andarian soldiers, like the same ones you saw frozen. Except these are.
Would it be
decayed.
Sorry. Would it be perception or investigation to check, kind of look at it, in depth?
Investigation.
I think investigation would be good, yeah.
Oh, wait. I can add... Okay, so this is +3, because he has a -1, but I can add whatever skill point I want. So that's a 13.
Okay.
I can add the analysis, and Judgment's intelligence is really bad.
Looking around, Judgment can't tell much, but you do know that rope bridge looks sturdy enough for people to walk across.
Can I, look around from the top to see if there's, a way to get up here?
The rope bridge continues to another spire here, and from the top, you're able to realize that there is actually a walking path up across 2 rope bridges to where that is.
Oh, wait. What do you mean? I'm sorry.
There's a walking path that you can take to get all the way up, yeah.
Where is that? This right here? Or am I looking at
other side. There's kind of like a valley pit here, and then there's an area you can walk up to the mountain to get up here.
Okay.
It's just going to take some walking. You guys don't have to climb it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. Well, look, I found a way up.
Awesome. Well, where do we go?
He just kind of points over this direction.
All right, then let's go.
I think that's a cliff, so we have to go back the other way.
I mean...
That's just a small drop. That's not even a cliff. Okay. That's just a small...
No one has this fear, but it's okay.
Now, where else do we go?
Looks interesting.
Bob's gonna make a perception check.
That's a little bit of a drop there. You do see that there's kind of a slope in this zone here.
Bob's just keeping his perception up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm down here. How do we... How does one...
I don't know. Is there not 2 bridges, Cody, or am I just missing it?
There are 2 bridges. They're just above, so the map looks weird from down there.
Oh, okay.
You can walk under it, Bossy, but you can't get that way.
Damn it.
What's over here?
I'm gonna move Judgment along the bridge.
Pretty, is this a way up?
It is a way up. It's a hill, yeah.
Walking up the hill.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a hill. I went over here and I was like, that kind of looks like a place up, but I was like, nah, it's probably too steep. So I went back over. Did you see me?
Yeah, I did. I was gonna say something about it.
I was like, I don't think that's it.
A rope bridge. I had my fair share of rope bridges in my life. I've also cut them down.
One at a time.
I'd like to say that like Judgment is kind of its own entity a little bit. So as you guys take your first step, he just feels like "Ta-ta," with like a thumbs up, like it's good to go. Like it's gonna thing. Judgment's not particularly sad.
That's good.
Bastian just kind of thinking about the rope bridge that they went across, where it was like a hellish situation with the stone giants on them. Is just like, yeah, and kind of walks across with a little bit of caution.
Bastian,
But
I
after
want a
he makes
dex
it-
check from you specifically.
okay.
Okay, as you grab the like rope as you're walking by, your claw just slightly touches it. You just hear as like part of like one of the layers of twisted rope would just like snap, and you take your hand off immediately.
Bastian just kind of is like, as that happens, he'd be like, "Great," and then just kind of like keeps walking across. This time a little bit faster. What's on the corpses? I wonder.
I was just gonna check out these
Well,
guys.
You know,
You
They
get
just
that
look
one.
like
I get this
dead
one.
Endarians for the most part.
Damn it.
Are any of you physically checking them, or are you just looking at them?
I wanted to physically check. Is that perception?
It works either way. It doesn't bother me.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
They go off the same modifier. No, they don't. They don't go off the same number.
I'll just this guy.
Okay, so Leo, as you like go to touch it, though, the bones are heavily brittle and like moss covered, and it's old. It's been here for a while. You guys did go a little bit further south, so it has warmed up a little bit. Yeah, as you're checking the bodies, you're not able to find anything useful. If you want to take it, the only like thing that would be even remotely of any use is that there is the rusted breastplate on one and a rusted helmet on the other, but both of which are so deteriorated they'd probably only stand like one hit.
Is there any Andorian pendants?
Nothing, no.
Okay.
You can also figure that it rains a lot more over here, meaning anything that would be rustworthy or tarnish-worthy is going to be very destroyed compared to the cold of the other areas.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. With my 23 in perception, is there anything inside this ruin?
As you stepped up, you did hear a difference in where you were stepping. It sounded like you were stepping on floorboards as you stepped here in the moss.
Is there a trap door?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I'm
Can't
looking
see it.
around.
Wait,
I
actually,
guess.
wait.
like-
I'll be like, Bjorn, hold on, because I'm assuming I noticed it too.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be like, just give me a second, and then I'll have Judgment peek its head through the ground before we just break the ground and fall into a fucking void and die.
Like last time this happened, Leo.
Yeah.
It was just us.
Judgment would be able to peek his head like through it barely. And it's a long, like spiraling staircase down. It looks like the stairs themselves used to be somewhere along here, at least the entrance here. But the wood you're standing on is probably not the best to just be hanging around on.
Right.
You could probably move the boards off and step onto the staircase themselves, or move the rocks.
Okay, let's do the
Stop. Everything
boards.
breaks and that we all fall to our death. The
I
end.
think there's
The
a
heaviest man, Bjorn, is standing on it currently.
yeah. Leonos
No,
is kind of
Blah,
in
blah,
a
the heaviest.
he's kind of a trance because it's kind of like a trance state he goes into when he's looking through Judgment a little bit,
Mhm.
and he's like, I think it's, and then he like reaches down and like rips up a floorboard where he is looking with Judgment underneath where the stairs assumingly start,
Mm-hmm.
like right about here, and we'll just rip that floorboard up. It gets about right here, and he pulls it.
As you pull it up, it just like rips up with ease. Immediately, kind of like this dust of the moss getting ripped apart and stuff kind of puffs up from it, and you're able to hear your voice echo down through the stairwell.
Huh.
Luck check.
Well, great.
Fuck. Leonellis,
What?
do you want me to go first?
Okay. Oh, we're
He's there's like a moment where he's like yes, but also then he has the image of his mind of like Bjorn taking one step and being like no and dying, and he's like okay no, so he's like no I'll do it.
Oh, another hole into the depths of the earth. Remember the last time this happened, Leo?
Leonidas is like on his he's not really paying attention. He's on his knees like looking around and pulling up boards that because Judgment's face is still kind of like submerged in the ground, so he's looking around to make sure he's pulling the correct boards. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's like this one, and then he like knocks on it and then just pulls it.
No
Are
appreciation
even
for
more
the
dust
monkey.
billowing
It's a
up?
fun one.
Do I make enough of like a way to get
You end
down?
up pulling about 4 or 5 boards, and you're able to get to the staircase pretty easily. It's not like it would be like a drop if you're standing here. It would be like if you're standing dead center, you're gonna fall through the middle of the stairs.
Right. That's why I was like, oh shit,
Where
Bjorn.
I was standing,
That's where Bjorn was directly standing on. Yeah.
Is there like a pebble around here by chance that I can grab?
Picks up pebble.
I was just
There's
gonna.
plenty of rocks and all that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop a rock down, presumably like kind of toss it past the stairs, presumably to hear how far it drops.
Yeah, you hear. It just keeps going for a little bit until stopping. You'd hear it bounce off of something like.
It's like a moment where he's like, "Oh my god!"
Can I?
Like he does like that cartoon, like the gulp, like. He's like,
Okay,
"Alright,
I
well."
did toss
Kitty.
Bjorn down there.
Hey, Kitty, I just walked down the stairs.
You start walking down the stairs. Okay. Your eye is able to see plainly in the dark. Again,
I
it
guess
doesn't
I'll
look like
follow
anything
him.
Nhildivarian made. It's all seems to be Andarian for the most part.
I'll
Who's
follow
following
him.
next?
I'll follow him with judgment, so it's bright, so that
Okay.
Boston and Bob for sure can see as well as I can.
Yeah. So the order is then Bjorn, Plobob, I saw run in there. Then it would be Leo, Judgment, and Bossing at the back.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Should
I
we do
think
like
with
in
you
the column?
guys delving into the depths is an interesting spot to stop the session.
All right.
Old
It
mighty
was
god.
heavy backstory lore and
Exposition.
So-
That was a really nice session all in all.
yeah, my throat was killing me, but it was worth it.
It was worth it. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to Nhildivarian Adventures. Any last comments, boys?
Subscribe to Patreon to get
Hey,
exclusive
Patreon.
content.
Yeah, subscribe to the Patreon. Check out the Discord.
www.patreon.com/Adventures.
You're going to suck my dick.
Okay, Bossy. We don't have an OnlyFans yet. Anyway, I'm joking.
Okay. I'll just say this. For any fans watching, go ahead and comment if you want some like one-on-one talks with like some of our players talking to the DM, or even just some Q&A. If you want to just ask certain certain characters
We could
questions.
do like we could have like a dedicated day where we do like a board at like Comic-Con.
Yeah, we could
We
do
all
that.
sit there and answer
You wanna know
questions.
what that sounds like? You want to know what that sounds like? Patreon exclusive content.
Okay, alright.
All right.
Some of
You
it
got it.
can't be, okay? Because some of it has to be like shown to people, because otherwise
You
it's
blew it!
Dude, it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm tired.
All right. Well, with that being said, we're definitely going to set that up soon. You guys know my schedule if you guys ever want to do that. But anyways, thank you for tuning in to Nhildivarian Adventures. And until next time, keep adventuring and farewell.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.